Football on EA Sports.
Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers. Off we go from L.A. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Try and run here with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. George Kittle from 8 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his 2nd season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Not the only thing that didn't go right for Justin Herbert in his rookie season, the team's overall record. The Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL was the 4th rookie with over 4,000 yards passing, just 38 yards short of the rookie record set by Andrew Luck in 2012. In addition, he set the single-season record for passing touchdowns by a rookie with 31, breaking the mark of Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. This young man's potential, limitless. That's why so many people wanted to be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers and help open up the stadium big in 2021.
Second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down.
But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1, for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Ekeler. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Herbert throwing again. This is caught by Williams. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Running on first down, Ekeler. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
8 yards to go on second down. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on fourth down. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11 now.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Garoppolo on first down.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the handoff, Sermon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Garoppolo to Ayuk, 1st down 49ers. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run with Sermon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by the rookie Trey Sermon. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And his This throw is going to be incomplete. Allen, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So we have reached halftime here with and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Jackson. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, here's Daniel.
And that almost their first INT in the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing. So
into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
First down. Mitchell trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Jabari Zuniga with a stop. Charles, we take a look at the 49ers draft class for 2021. They got their quarterback in Trey Lance, but it paid a hefty price. To do it.
Yeah, this is kind of an all-in strategy by head coach Kyle Shanahan and GM John Lynch. They won't have first-round picks for the next couple of years, but it'll be worth it if they have found their quarterback in Trey Lance. As for the rest of the draft, I really like the pick of Aaron Banks in the second round, the guard out of Notre Dame, a team that loves to run the football. He's an absolute people mover at the line of scrimmage, as well as the running back at number 88 overall, Trey Sermon out of Ohio State.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run the toss to Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They fake the give. Daniel.
And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Daniel.
He'll drop this down to Jackson.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To the air again, Daniel. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Daniel on first down. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Daniel bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Daniel on 4th. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Lance
connects with Kittle underneath. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Lance going to throw.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Mostert is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with Mostert. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A first down throw for Daniel. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Daniel to Guyton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Once again, Daniel. Jackson with a catch. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From midfield, here's Daniel. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Daniel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Daniel throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Donald Parham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Daniel. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.